morning, Linden Hall.
How often do you text? Do you know that the NSA, or the National Security Agency, collected over 200 million text messages per day? The NSA has the power to listen in on your phone conversation. The NSA also has the power to track the number of both parties on a phone call, as well as their location, the time of the call, and the duration of the call. These tactics are used to prevent and detect threats within the nation. Recently, President Barack Obama restricted the use of bulk data collected by U.S. intelligence agencies, and he agrees that civil liberties must be respected.
Chinese New Year and Martin Luther King Jr. Day both occurred in January this year. On January 20th, we commemorate Dr. King, a Baptist preacher whose work and leadership of the civil rights movement eventually led to the abolishment of the Jim Crow laws and segregation. Just 11 days later, on January 31st, the Chinese New Year will be celebrated, exactly 1 month after the Western New Year. Linden Hall will be celebrating this event with many activities, such as a trip to Chinatown in Philadelphia on February 2nd. As we get ready to celebrate this special holiday, ask your Chinese friends how they usually celebrate at home, and discover more about different cultures. Let's take a look at what's going on in the sports world.
In sports news, as Brazil comes closer to the start of this year's World Cup, half of its stadiums are not yet ready for the event. The Winter Olympics will be held in Russia this year, from Friday, February 7th through Sunday, February 23rd. This year's Super Bowl, held on Sunday, February 2nd, pits the Seattle Seahawks against the Denver Broncos. Linden Hall will be holding our very own Super Bowl party. So come in your favorite sportswear and watch the game in Honeycutt.
Believe it or not, we are already in 2014, and our successful Christmas Vesper service in December was a multi-sensual experience as colorful lightings and beautiful melodies celebrated for this holiday season. Many of our Linden Hall students were involved, and even with the freezing weather, the Moravian church was full of capacity. Let's take a look. Thank you. Which was your favorite part of tonight's show?
I like the 20 carols in 2 minutes.
I loved it all.
Perfect. Everybody was wonderful and everyone just sounds wonderful. It's just delightful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And which one was your favorite part?
I do love the African Noel. Because it's so snazzy. I love that beat.
It was fabulous. Yes, as it is every year.
Thank you. I'm sure that Mr. Walker, Mr. Porter, and all the performers are very proud of their success. Now let's talk about new changes on campus. As we can see, our weekend activity system has been a little different since we came back from break. How do you like it?
Normally we like to go to town and go to Cafe Chocolate and eat some food.
My favorite weekend activities are things like ski trips and ice skating and roller skating because those are really fun and I think we should do more of those.
It would be like going to places like Laser Dome and the works.
Well, I like shopping trips. I like trips to museum, to Philadelphia Museum, to Baltimore Museum. And I don't like Target trips, but I have to go because I need stuff.
I like going to museums and stuff like that.
I think we should do more trips to Philadelphia and try and go see more museums, and also to New York, like maybe once a month, just so we could have an opportunity to get cultural coupons and just get to experience the city more.
Those are good suggestions. What do you guys think?
I think we should go to China and Nebraska.
Well, if you guys pay for me, but if not, I will be in Thailand eating pad thai.
All right. Thank you for watching Lhtv. See you next time. And if you have any further suggestions, please email us through this address. Bye.
Bye.
Well, in French there are many different false friends. For example, you have the word sympathique, which sounds like sympathetic, but is actually means nice or kind. Some other ones, the word prune in French, which sounds of course like prune in English, is actually a plum, so you have to be careful. One good way to study them is of course to use your flashcards or Quizlet and practice them. I also find that making up a mnemonic device a lot of times helps.
The power to track the number. That is
The water that sponsors Leonard Hall News.
how often do you attend?
In the
I feel like favorite weekend activities, cleaning my windows.
I got it. Wait, it's red. Okay.